Oh gosh. Hello,
We are live. I
everyone.
am so sorry, y'all. I was just yippee yapping running my mouth. So
Me too. We were catching up behind the scenes, and then we say, "Hold on, wait, we got people to talk to."
might as well jump up here.
Yes. But happy Sunday, everyone. Happy
And
to be
happy
here
Mother's
again.
Day.
Yes, to all the mothers, happy Mother's Day. I feel like Mother's Day is beautiful, and we should keep that energy all throughout the year
hmm
for the rest of our lives when it comes to
Yes.
our mothers. Okay. Do not let up about your mom ever.
Nope. You only
But
get
yeah.
one.
Yeah. But I'm not gonna lie, like I do enjoy this time. Because I love to see people celebrating their moms. Like sometimes we see people and we forget that they're moms or we don't, you know what I mean? Like
Yes.
seeing certain business people that I follow like show their children, it's like you remember like somebody you might know in a professional way. They're a professional for a reason. They have a family to take care of. You know
hmm
what I mean? And it's like they wear other different hats than just, that. But it's cool. I'm loving it.
Hello, Kendi. Welcome.
Hi Candy
And
K
happy
all
Mother's
day.
Day all
How are
day.
you?
We were just chit chatting about my Mother's Day was my daughter did a brunch.
Yeah.
She did a nice spread. I'm not even gonna lie. I mean, she had mimosas.
Yes.
She did it up. Like it was beautiful.
Yeah.
She cooked. And I met her boyfriend's mother for the first time. And you
Yes.
talking about awkward. I was telling Oswald about how awkward I felt, but I have to get out of that. I have to get out of that
Yeah.
awkwardness.
Yeah. And one of the things I was gonna say is that like um it's good to have common ground with people. But one of the
Mhm.
things I'm kind of learning is that even if the common ground is not first visible, the more you get to know a
Mhm.
person, the more you get to know a person, the more you're like, wow, we actually relate on so many other things, even
Right.
if it's not like direct interest. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think and one thing we did, we had commonalities in our background as far as like how we grew up and also the work type of work we do. So we did have that commonality. But yeah, they're serious, Candy. They're serious. It's a serious thing.
I love that. Oh my gosh. And Candy, I'm sorry you have COVID. I hope you feel
Oh
better
my
soon.
goodness, I didn't even see that.
Yeah, she said she has COVID.
Oh my goodness. I hope you get better soon, Candy. Oh,
Freaking
that's awful.
COVID. And then we got all the news about the Hatana virus this week. This week was low key crazy.
This week was insane. It was just insane. And
This week was low key crazy. Like I'm like, I'm trying to keep it cool and just yeah. This week was crazy.
yeah,
Truthfully, you know what I mean?
it's just,
um,
I don't know. It's just something is in the air. It's
yeah,
just something is just weird.
yeah.
It's a weird vibe in the
But you
world
know
right
what?
now.
Um,
Oh man.
well, yeah, Kendi definitely. You know, take precautionary measures and stay prayed up,
Yes.
and hopefully you don't have the worst of it. Like
Yeah.
that changed so much for us in such a short period of time. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Like I'm not gonna lie. Like just last night, me and Logan were talking, and he was talking about the time he had it. I don't know if we can still say the word. You remember at one point we couldn't even
I
say the
don't
word
know.
on.
I don't think some people still ban the word, so I don't know if we can say it. But hey, Abigail,
Hi, Abigail.
we are doing good and you. But yeah, I don't know if it's still restricted, so we'll just say C-19.
Yeah, okay, let's say C-19. But he was telling me about the time he had it, and I was looking at him like it was a long time ago, and this was like last year. He like, you don't remember when I had him? And I'm like, no, I don't. When was that? Because you can go there and just have very minimal things, and they still say it's that.
hmm I wish. I could tell the story of when I had it, but I cannot. But I got it before it was a thing, before there was a shutdown, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And but it was work related, and I don't want to talk about
Oh,
how I got it. But anyway, I got it.
oh.
Didn't know what I had. It was the worst experience I ever
Oh
had. It
my
was horrible.
gosh.
And the only reason I found out that is what it was because when I went to the doctor, they didn't know what it was.
Hmm. Was it early on?
Oh, it was before
Oh
it was even a
yeah.
thing. It was,
Hmm.
I want to say the February. You know, we shut down
Yeah.
in March. It was that
Hmm.
February, the
Hmm.
very beginning. And yeah. So when I went to the doctor, they just said, "Oh, you just have some kind of virus, like some kind
Hmm.
of that's all they said. It wasn't. They didn't tell me
Wow.
what it was because they didn't really know that it
Right.
was here at the time.
Hmm.
And yeah. So I found out by after I had everything went away and everything, and
Hmm.
they did develop the test and all that stuff like that. I went to the doctor and they did an antibodies test,
Oh
and that's
wow.
how they told me that that's what it was
Hmm.
because I still had the
Man.
antibodies in me.
Yeah. I've been fortunate enough, thank you, to never have gotten it. But, you know, my sister at one point my sister tried to tell me that I was asymptomatic. And
You
I'm
can
like,
be. My husband is.
to me, it didn't make sense, but I know they talk about it. But if I had it, because what's asymptomatic? Like if I don't have
It
it,
just
then
means
like
that you don't display any of the normal symptoms of it. My husband's like that. He's had it and he only knows that he had it because he they tested him and he had it, but he had no obvious symptoms. He had nothing, which is that's really scary because you're out and about doing things without even knowing that you have anything.
and that's what my sister was saying because she was like, "You asymptomatic because we're always together, and if I got it, you should have it."
But yeah, you can be you can show no you can actually carry it and
Yeah,
never display any symptoms, but somebody can be in contact with you and get it, and you just never you just
right.
walking around like it's a normal day. So
Yeah,
yeah, so yeah.
yeah. I that was a crazy time, y'all. That was a very crazy time, and it don't feel like that long ago. And I think that's the craziest thing about it.
Has
Is
it been
like
long ago?
it has. I mean, like it's 2026. It's the middle
Oh
of
my
2026.
god.
It's the middle of 2026. You know what I mean?
It
Like
seems like yesterday.
it does. It does. But that was a unprecedented moment. So it's like gonna always feel like big. You
And
know.
it'll always feel I don't think you know what? I think that was the start of the weirdness
Oh yeah, it
in the
changed.
world. Like
Like
everything is weird
yeah,
now.
like we can look back on 2019 and be like, man, times were different. And then it is now.
Yeah, it's just like it just seems like we never got back right
Yeah.
after that. We just
and
it was
and not even back right. It's like we're on a whole nother thing
mm-hmm.
now. This is random, but not random because I know we just be talking, we just be
Yeah, we just
vibing.
talking. This is our open week, y'all. We
Yeah,
haven't decided on the we haven't even decided on the new book because we've both been real busy. But
yeah,
we'll
we're
pose
gonna
that
talk about the
question
book. Yeah.
at the end.
Okay.
But go ahead, Osland.
Yeah, so I'm thinking, I mean, as a millennial, I know I'm the last of the millennials. I will not claim Gen Z ever. Okay, I'm 96, but I'm a millennial. I'm the last of them. Okay.
Are you sure about that?
I'm sure. I'm sure. I'm sure. I'm the last of the millennials, okay? And I always hear about the 80s. And I love the 80s. But even as a millennial, like I'm like, man, I wish I lived in the 80s. Like it just was so cool. And so one day I was talking to Chad. Yes, I use my chat bot faithfully. Okay. I was talking to Chad and I'm like, Chad, what I wanted to ask him I asked Chat something about the 80s, like what made the 80s different, or will there be another 80s or something like that. And chat said basically like people in the 80s didn't know that they were in the 80s. Like they didn't know that it was like
Yeah.
such a time. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And then he said, if any era is like the 80s, it's probably now. Even with like chatbots and like all the things that have gone on, this would be in the future like the 80s. Because
I
so much
actually
is
think
new
so.
and so much is like different and unprecedented and like yeah. So
The
I was
booming of
like, hmm,
technology, I could see the correlation between how the 80s, that's when we saw the introduction of the computers and the floppy disk and the all of that
mhm,
stuff, and we equate that to what AI now.
right.
Um
Hmm.
the economy was horrible. We
Yeah.
we
Oh
equate
really?
that to
I wonder
the
who was the
economy was
president.
not good in the 80s. It was not good in the 80s. Maybe it was for those who had money, because that's the same right now.
Yeah.
People who have money, they're not really consumed with the economy like that.
Right.
But people who don't,
Hmm.
that it's on their mind constantly. I think that's
Right.
how it was in the 80s from what I remember, but I was pretty little then, but
Yeah,
still.
you were a teenager, right? You be a teenager.
No. I was
Oh
a
no, you were a baby.
I was a I say 5
Okay, yeah.
to 10 years old when the 80s
Right,
came
because you
around.
got the hot 90s. That was your era. That was
The
your like,
90s was
yeah, you
my
in the
jam,
90s.
okay?
Yes, yes, yes. The 90s is
Yeah.
definitely that too. That's definitely that too. I'm
Mhm.
drawn to both. The 80s is what I'm drawn to when it comes to Michael Jackson and
Mhm.
Prince. And but other everything else is pretty much the 90s.
Now
And
music,
out 80s rock too. 80s rock. Like I like that kind of music.
music was outstanding in the 80s.
Yeah. That's what
Outstanding.
draws me to the 80s. But I can say everything else is more than like probably 90s.
Yeah.
Um I think no, the 80s got some bomb TV too now. The 80s had some bomb TV shows
It
too.
did.
Yeah.
It did.
Like
But
the
let's see in
Jeffersons.
what decade I would go to. So you said you would go to the 80s if you
Yes,
could
I'll go
choose
to the
any
80s.
decade.
Yeah, I'll go to the 80s.
If I could go to any decade, and I'll have to choose one that I haven't been in.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh man. It would probably be the 70s.
The 70s.
Like
Okay.
the early 70s and late 60s, early 70s. Late
Okay.
60s, early
I'm trying to
70s.
think what was going on in the. I don't think I would have. Honestly, I don't think I would want anything to do with the 60s personally. But I could see the 70s. The
I
70s is very distinct. Okay, like we can credit the 80s, but the 80s people were in the 70s. They
But
from
see,
the
I was
70s.
in the 70s some though. I was in the end of the 70s.
Okay, yeah,
So I
right.
have to choose like early 70s, or I would say the 60s, because I feel like we were just together.
Mhm.
We were just really tight, like communities, and we were just
Mhm.
together. We were just
Yeah.
together, and they were so fly, man. Have you
Yes.
seen the way that the women dressed
Yes.
in the 60s? They were so freaking fly,
Yeah.
all at all times. At
Right.
all times, you know what I mean?
Right.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Hmm.
that's
That's
probably
very
where I would
interesting.
choose.
Yeah, that's very interesting. And I've been having these videos pop up on my YouTube channel of like what the world was like in the 1950s or what was the secrets that they just interesting videos to just listen to in the background.
Hmm.
But it's just things were a lot more simple. And I think that that's good that we appreciate that, but because we should, but
Yes.
I think that we can't use it as like to say that it was better. You know what I mean? To say that it was better than what we
What's
have
going
now.
on with this?
What happened?
I don't
Can you hear
know.
me?
It looked like it didn't want to charge or something. No, no, no. You're good. You're good.
Oh, okay. But
You're
yeah, I'm
good.
just saying like it's good to look back and appreciate, but it's also good to appreciate what we have now
Hmm.
because we really are in a very, very unique time. I mean, like we're in a very unique time. Like we're like right before they was on on the Jetsons.
I thought you were about to say the Jeffersons, girl. I'll
uh,
tell you why I'm laughing at that. I saw a Beyonce clip,
uh-huh.
where she was doing, what song was she singing? She mixed in the Jefferson theme song
Mm.
with one of her songs and
Oh
started
wow.
singing the Jefferson theme song, and I was like, what is going on?
Oh my, I'm trying to think of the Jefferson thing. Oh, we're moving on now. Yeah,
Yeah,
Beyonce
she
did that with
started.
one of her songs.
Yes, it was a live concert, and she threw it.
Oh, she threw it in there,
She threw
like
it
one
in
of those
there. Yeah, yeah,
interlude.
yeah. And I was like,
I never heard that. That
interesting.
sounds interesting. It
I'm
does sound
gonna
interesting.
send you the link to it because I had to watch it about 3 times. Like, no,
That
she
does
did
sound
not.
interesting. But yeah, yeah. So speaking of Beyonce,
Hmm.
we had the Met Gala last Sunday. I didn't know that was coming. Okay, let me say this. No, that was last
Okay.
Monday. It wasn't last Sunday. It was last Monday. So the Met Gala was on my radar because I heard that Beyonce was going to be co-chair. Okay,
Hmm.
and I know that Beyonce hadn't been to the Met Gala in years. But I never watched the Met Gala. I always just look at all the pictures afterwards. Like that's
Hmm.
one of my favorite things to do. That's the only reason I love the Met Gala, but I've never actually watched it to where I'm like watching everybody come in.
You like
So
pop culture though. Like
I
you're really into
do.
pop culture.
Yeah, I am. I am. I guess you could say that. I never thought about it like that, but definitely. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's cool. So I'm like, okay, Beyonce Met Gala. Completely forgot about it. Was
Hmm.
scrolling on my Instagram because it was Monday. So I'm getting it's a manic Monday, like we were talking about. I forgot
Hmm.
all about the Met Gala. So I'm scrolling on Instagram, and one of the girls that I follow is like, what's her name? My Shayla World, Shayla Ray World, or something like that. She is so
Never heard of
funny.
her.
She is funny. She's something else, T. But anyway, she was like, and if you don't like Beyonce, turn it off or something like that. She was talking about the Met Gala. She was like, because
Yeah.
Beyonce is getting ready right now, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I forgot about it. I kid you not. As soon as I clicked on YouTube to find it, Vogue, guess who was walking down the Met Gala? Beyonce.
Wow.
I was right on time. I was right on time. I was like freaked out, like, bro, like I completely forgot about it. And then as soon as I click on YouTube, here she comes with Blue. Oh my gosh,
Hmm.
for the first time. They just warm my heart. Like I really do. I really do love Beyonce.
You do absolutely love Beyonce.
Yes. And it was just like, oh my gosh, like seeing her, seeing Blue and Jay, and I don't know, like she's just a constant, she's a very strong inspiration. So seeing Beyonce every now and then, like, cause we still waiting on Act Three. All right. So seeing Beyonce every now and then it's just like another refresher, like everything's gonna be all right.
All right. But yeah, she's like, I think she's getting a lot of flack because she's getting older.
Yes. No, I
Same thing
didn't.
with Rihanna.
Yeah, I did notice that. I noticed that personally, but when I saw it, it was even more enduring to me because I'm like, I am, and being born in 1996. I was born when Destiny's Child came out, so I've
Hmm.
been watching the same Beyonce my whole life. Okay, and so seeing her on there, seeing her like look a little older, I'm like, oh my gosh, but it's not like anything to be like to talk about. You know what I
That's a
mean?
blessing, though. Like this is
Absolutely.
what it kills me with people because I'm like, what do you think is gonna happen?
Yeah.
Like it happens to everybody. Like she can't stay, and unless she's got a lot of money, so she
Right.
may have found the fountain of youth somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah.
She
Right.
may
I
have
understand.
access to
Hmm.
such things, but other than that, you're not gonna fight the hands of time.
You're
And
not.
the people who do try,
Oh my
oh my
gosh.
God,
They look terrible.
destroy their faces
Hmm.
just to try to look younger.
Yeah.
So, but I thought it was odd that she got that flat because I still think she looks beautiful.
She did. She looks absolutely beautiful.
And Rihanna. And I'm like,
Yeah. I saw
somebody
people.
actually wrote under a comment on one of her her pictures or whatnot,
Hmm.
they wrote under the, because they had like a side by side of Rihanna and Beyonce, and
Hmm.
somebody wrote, yeah, they need to be on Ozempic or something like that.
Oh
And I was
no.
like,
Oh no. Oh no.
number one, that's disrespectful to anyone. You
Hmm.
know what I mean? Like anyone. And it's like, why that comment? Like, why that comment? Because we age, we get, women especially gain
Hmm.
weight as we
Hmm.
age.
Hmm.
We're not going to stay the same. Why do people want women to stay the same?
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm not dealing with that at
But men
all.
don't.
Right.
Men don't stay the same, but nobody gives them a hard time about the fact that they don't stay the
Yeah.
same.
Yeah, and that's why I'm not dealing with that no more because truth be told, the math is not mathing when
It's
it
not.
comes to, yeah, when it comes to like what people actually care about. Because the internet is going to either be enraged about something like that, something like so vain, and like telling somebody that they got to have this perfect standard, or questioning nature and biology,
Mm-hmm.
or they're going to be shaming somebody for preventing that or trying to prevent that. They gonna go, oh my gosh, she looks so fake. Oh my gosh, why she do all this to herself? You know what I mean? So it's like,
I totally get it.
which side are we on? I mean, I say we as a collective because I'm literally talking about the internet.
People, yeah, the
Yeah, I'm
internet.
talking about the internet because I'm telling you, the selective outrage is crazy. It's like, which way do y'all feel? How do y'all feel? Because if y'all look at somebody like Lil Kim, y'all gonna say, "Oh my gosh, Lil Kim, you were so beautiful before all of the surgery, and you went and changed, and
Mm-hmm.
you should have just loved your natural self." And then you go somebody like Beyonce and Rihanna, who have gave us all their youth and beauty and all their prime time years, gave us timeless music and art,
And
and gonna
looks.
look at them in another stage of their life with children, marriage, all this stuff, like literally different businesses breaking away, and you're gonna try to say, oh, they should be on Ozempic.
No,
Which
the thing about that caught me off guard is the same people who will criticize people for using Ozempic will be the same people that say that somebody needs to be on it. And I'm like, which do you
exactly.
want? What do you want?
Exactly. That's exactly what I
I'm
mean.
actually
It's
personally like,
selective outrage.
yes.
Yeah,
And me personally, I'm just like, if you want to be on it, be on. Like, I'm just pro doing what.
you want to do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because you're responsible for you.
yeah.
Like, but the internet is a weird
It
place
is.
sometimes. It'll
It
be like,
is. Like I
it's,
understand when people say that they like some. I've heard some celebrities say that they don't read comments.
that might be smart.
Yeah, they don't read the comments because it's just like it's so much trash. And I at one point I was like, well, you have people that really show you love and stuff in your comments too. But I can imagine how just not reading the comments would be a mental health boundary. Like I just can't look at all the
Hmm.
comments because you know what I mean?
It's hard. It's very hard to look at some of them sometimes because they can be this. What did Kendi say? I'm on Zepbound for medical weight loss. Weight is the biggest thing affecting my health. See,
Yes.
there you go.
Yes,
And
Kendi, I've been seeing your tracking your Zepbound journey. That is awesome.
hmm it's a wonderful thing because it's like you're taking control of your own health. Like
Exactly.
nobody's gonna do that for you. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Yep.
I just wish people were just. I just.
Let people live.
Thank you. You
Hmm.
found the perfect words,
Yeah.
Ivory.
Hmm.
Let people
Yeah.
live. It's
Yeah.
like, what is that bothering you? How is that affecting you in
Hmm.
your life that somebody else is doing something? What?
Right.
It just, I don't know. I don't know. It just makes me sad sometimes.
Hmm.
Because I love social media to a point,
Hmm.
and then I don't like it to another.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
Hmm.
like a love hate thing
Right.
going on.
Yeah. For me with social media, I've been in such a mode where I use social media as a tool, like to learn about stuff. But when I find stuff that is actually entertaining, I'm genuinely entertained.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
My husband calls it going down the rabbit hole. Oh, you
Yeah,
found something to
yeah.
go down the rabbit hole.
Yes, because
Yeah.
it's like so many times I'm like, using social media as um I love to have stuff like affirmations on my social media. I love to
Hmm.
have like powerful people who just speak positive and powerful things so that if even if I'm scrolling, I'm getting a dose of that,
Sorry about that.
type of energy.
Yeah.
And so a lot of times that comes with just reading more about certain things and, learning a little bit. But sometimes I can go um like you say, down a rabbit hole. And it feels good to, even though I like the way I do things, to be just listening and just entertained about something. Just something that don't have nothing to do with nothing. You know what I mean? Like,
See, that sounds like me, honestly, because I'll be sitting, I'll watch some of the most off the wall stuff, but I'm entertained.
right.
And
Yeah.
I'll just keep watching it. And it makes no sense.
Yeah.
It's not solving any world problems. It's not doing
Right.
it. It's just
Exactly. Yeah.
nonsense that I want to
Yeah.
listen to for the
Right.
moment. We got a message from Kendi. I
Mhm.
want to be healthier at 50 and beyond. Obesity is a diagnosed condition like diabetes. Yes, it is.
Mhm.
High
Mhm.
blood pressure, cancer, and we treat
Mhm.
those. So I'm going to treat my obesity with, thank you, Kendi.
Absolutely,
It's a
Kendi.
treatment. Treatment.
Absolutely. And I will say to something like that, for people, because I know people tend to have their opinions about stuff like that.
Hmm.
I don't think that those opinions will come from anybody who could um obtain that type of help. Because for some reason I've been hearing that it's not an easy thing to get prescribed. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? So if somebody's saying like, oh, you probably just can't get it. Like
Girl.
you probably just can't get it. You know what I mean?
For real. So it's like, I mean, I'm all for whatever works for you.
Hmm. Yeah. Me
And
too.
I don't know. That's the only part. Like I said, that's the only part of that. But I watch a lot of useless nonsense.
Hmm. I can't think of anything at the moment because honestly, that's one of the things that I've been lacking as of late. Like I feel like I'm in a space where I've been working so hard that my nervous system is shot, and I need to not lose my balance. That's very important to me. You know
You
what I
need to
mean?
take
Like
some time off.
I've come a very long way to ever go back to working, being in such a state where my nervous system is not aligned with what I'm doing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Now I give credit to the type of industry that I'm in real estate. It's time, it's important, it's like massive numbers.
Yes.
I understand. However, I also know that certain things that I can do personally in my life can help make even something that's high demand easier.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like
Yes.
just because it's high demand don't mean that I can't just be flowing through it. I plan to flow through it. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like it don't have to be just, I should not be feeling like this. I don't like that feeling. If I get to feeling like my nervous system is like this, that's what I mean when I say my nervous system shot. Like I'm just overwhelmed, and when I get to feeling like that, I'm really no good anyway.
You may need to take a few days off and decompress completely, Oslin.
I think so.
Like just decompress. Because sometimes when we get in those states, those high intensity states like that, we
Hmm.
can't wind ourselves down until we completely separate from the source.
Yeah.
Like we need
Yeah.
that break from the source to be able to bring ourselves back down. And then,
Yeah.
even though, even still,
Well, well, T
I
and
don't
everybody on
condone,
YouTube
you know.
land. This month actually makes 1 year since I've been married. Yeah. Oh my God. Like what? What?
Congratulations!
So we actually have a trip coming up at the end of the year. I mean, at the end of the month for our anniversary. So I look forward to that. Um, Honestly, in the meantime, T, I think two things that I could do to help before I
Mm-hmm.
even take off. I need to start going to the gym again and walking and lifting weights because what I'm experiencing, because I know myself enough right now. That's why I was talking about 30. You know, I was talking about 30.
Mm-hmm.
Like, by the time you hit a certain age, you really already know exactly what you need to do. Some of those years were figuring it out and trying to see how, but when you to that point where you know yourself to a T and you know what you need to do, ain't nothing else left, honey bun, but to do
Mm-hmm.
it. Okay. And I say that because I know that I'm the type of person that needs to move my body in order to keep my energy leveled. You know what I'm saying? Like literally the way my brain is designed, I need to move my body because my energy, it's not just work. I can be
Mm-hmm.
like overwhelmed by anything. I have a
Got you.
hyperactive brain. So I definitely need to always be moving my body and just keeping that energy flowing.
Mm-hmm.
Like what I'm basically saying in a long way is that when people talk about the connection of working out and your mental health, I'm a prime example of it.
I know
So
that's what I use it for.
yes, it's for
My
mental
primary
health.
reason to exercise is my mental health.
Yeah.
That's primary because I get really, I get like that too, very wound up, very
So it's so wild though. And I'm like,
extremely frustrated,
yeah,
easily triggered, uh
yes.
until that serves as kind of like a release, and it helps me to sleep better at night too.
Wow, because
Because
that's something else I've been struggling with.
hmm mine comes with that. When I start to get wound up and agitated and aggravated, I can't sleep either. So
Yeah.
you're adding on to the add-on because you're not getting
Yeah.
proper rest. And
Hmm. That's what I've
so
been going through. That's what I've been going through. But um after the week that I had, which like I told you, T, I cut out. I've been tapering myself off sugar. That's the one thing I'm going to focus on. Even without focusing on it, like cutting out sugar,
hmm
just going for a walk, acknowledging the mental. Cause yeah, I mean,
hmm
I'm grateful to be a person that has self awareness and actually cares about how I show up and how I do things. Because that's all this is. You know what I mean? Like I would want to work out and make sure that I'm together mental so I can do the best job I can at work,
hmm
which so it can pay off and I can, contribute to and life just goes on. But if
hmm
it starts with me taking a 30-minute walk, I need to freaking do it.
and that trickles into other things because
Yeah.
if you're wound up emotionally, it's not just your work that's going to be affected. It's your home
Yeah.
life. It's
Yeah.
the people you love. Anybody you're
Right.
interacting with is going to feel the
Yeah, and
brunt.
I have not gone to that. I have not gotten to that spot, and that's why I want to nip it in the bud in the beginning.
Better nip it in the
Because
bud
right
now.
now it's only in one area, and I would hate to be a bitter person. I do not want
hmm
to be a bitter person. We all know them. We all know people that can be some bitter,
Yeah.
and it just bleeds off in all the aspects of their life. Mm-mm.
Yeah. So at least you're aware. Self awareness is a beautiful thing. When you're aware of what the issue is,
Yes.
that's like the biggest step. Because if you
Hmm.
don't acknowledge the issue, you can't fix anything
Yeah.
that you're unaware of.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm really proud of you because
Thank you,
you
T.
did. Yes, I am.
Thank you, T. Mhm.
Because you do sincerely want to nip it in the bud. Like I
I mean,
see
yeah.
that you want to make changes. Like this is
Mhm.
not some kind of game. Like you're really
Mm-mm. But I was
putting in a lot
definitely
of work.
overwhelming myself, thinking
That's what
that
you
I
was
have to do
doing. That's
everything.
what
And
you
then
was
it's like,
doing.
I had a conversation with Logan because Logan, honestly, ever since I met Logan, I could have the biggest thing on my mind, the biggest problem, and he turns it into this big. And so it's just funny because I was just feeling some type of way for maybe a couple days, maybe a week or so. I don't know. But at one point, he was just like, come sit down, like, come talk. So I was talking to him and telling him what I was feeling. And it was like, you know, all this stuff. And he basically was saying, you have a tendency to set a goal and it's the furthest one out. You set the goal as a target, like you got to hit that target and you don't pay attention to none of the steps in between. He was like, basically take this big old mountain and just do this piece. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I've been holding that. And then when I was talking to you and you was like, do one thing at a time, I'm like, man, Osland, just relax. Do one thing at a time.
Stop overwhelming yourself. Stop putting 50,000 things on yourself and then wondering why you're frustrated that you can't achieve the
Yeah.
50,000 things you just put on yourself. Like, how are you
Yeah.
going to achieve all that in one day?
Yeah. And it's
Like,
like,
how
also,
you.
you got to think about it too. I have to think about it too. What's the rush? What's the rush, truthfully?
Yep.
What would be the rush? Do one thing at a time if you have to.
And like I said, it may not always be that way. Sometimes you may be able to double up some stuff. You may be
Right.
able to, you can see, but if you're the type of person that takes on a whole bunch of things and puts a whole lot of pressure on yourself and a whole lot of goals, and you can't reach those goals, and then you
Yeah.
just get frustrated and stop, then
Hmm.
take it slower.
Take it slower. Yeah,
Cut it up. Take
absolutely.
one at a time until you could feel that okay, I got this down. Let me add this on. I got
Hmm.
this down. Let me add that on. Don't put that much pressure on yourself. You're gonna
Right.
give yourself stress, like stress out and headaches and
Yeah. Yeah.
stop it.
See, this is very random, but I have to ask.
Yep,
Have you ever been to Essence Fest?
I have not.
Do you ever want to go to Essence Fest?
I thought about it before.
You thought about it? Okay.
Mhm.
I'm going to Essence Fest.
When are you
And
going?
it's gonna be funny because I'm gonna be like with my husband,
For this
obviously.
year
Yeah, my
or next
Cajun
year? Okay.
king. Yeah. And then two of his friends. And I'm like, I would be bringing the black person, bringing all these white people to the cultural festival of culture.
They'll learn something. Let them
I know.
learn.
But this is funny. It's the same group I went on to Toledo being with. And we were talking about doing something, every, like somebody pick something every couple of months. And I was like, well, next thing I want to go to is Essence. And they're like, what's that? And I'm telling them, it's festival of culture, whatever. And the guy, his name's Jim, he said, is it like a soul sister thing? I said, yeah. And he's like, okay, cool. And I'm like, yeah. So, then Logan was like,
He said, "Is it like a soul
he was like, is it like a soul sister thing? And I'm like, yeah, that's what it is. And so
Oh God.
then Logan a couple of days later, he was like, they not really gonna go to that, da da da. So I'm like, you think so? Then next time we saw them, they brought it up. They want to go to Essence. So guess what? We going to Essence.
Girl, if you do not record this experience, if you do not record this experience, I'm gonna be
That's gonna be
so
fun.
upset with you.
I'm definitely gonna do it because that's gonna be fun.
Cause it's gonna be fun and it's gonna have some hilarious moments as well.
Yeah, because
For
I
sure.
went to Essence one time. Really on a fluke. It was like me and Courtney. Shout out
Hmm.
to Courtney
Hey
Michelle,
Courtney.
World of Courtney Michelle. Um, we just was like Nicki Minaj was gonna be at Essence on Friday.
Hmm.
And I don't remember whose idea it was, but we were both just like, let's go to Essence. Like we did it week of. So we were able to, first of all,
Did you get a
it's,
room?
we did. Oh, let me tell you about the room.
Oh
Hold
my
on there.
goodness.
Thank you for starting there. Cause that's what's crazy. So first thing we didn't know really is that Essence was free. Essence is free. Okay.
Yeah.
So Courtney had been to Essence before, but she had been to the concert. She had never been to the daytime, like festival part of it. So we
Hmm.
booked our tickets for that day, for Essence, and we also had tickets to see Nicki Minaj. We got the VIP on the beauty room. And so they had this room that you can go
Wow.
in. They had people bringing out food on certain things. You can get any
Oh,
type of facials. Like it
nice.
was a place you could just go at any time during Essence and just go in there and relax. Like it was
That
really,
is
really
a
nice.
nice.
And they gave you a goodie bag full of stuff. When I say full, not product trial size, a bag of goodies for your hair,
Oh, like full
perfumes, all
size.
full size. Yes.
Girl, that's worth
So
it in and of itself.
right. So let me tell you what me and Courtney did. So we actually used hotwire.com to get a hotel. You know how that is. You don't know until you get it.
Yep.
We took our
You just
chances.
get there.
We took our chances. So me and Courtney did a hotwire. I trusted her for hotwire because she had used it before. You would not believe it. We got a hotel room right across from the convention center. Yep.
On the day, and you said the week of is when
The
you.
week of. Yes.
I
Right up
heard
like
it was really hard to get
I mean,
accommodations.
I don't know. I think it's price, but we did one day. We did
Oh.
hotwire.com. So we went in blindly. And which hotwire.com is not super blind. You can kind of tell what area it's gonna be in. We did all that stuff as much
Hmm.
as we could. And we ended up with it right. We were right across from the event. So when we got those big old bag full of stuff, that big old tote, we didn't even have to carry it around. We walked right across the street, put our bags down, and went back and enjoyed the rest of the festival.
You cannot beat that. And for a last minute
Yes, and we went to
experience,
the film festival. There's a Essence Fest with all the
yes,
companies that come, but they also had a film festival.
I didn't know that.
Yes, they had a film festival, and you go in and it's like short films and stuff like that. I saw Cheryl Lee Ralph on stage. We saw Steph Curry on stage. They just talk about
Wow.
different things that are coming out.
Hmm.
I tell you, it was a good time. It was a good
It
time.
sounds like a good time, and it sounds like you guys got a heck of a daggone deal
Oh man! And then the concert was so much fun. Nicki Minaj
last
was being a
minute.
diva. Yeah, she was being a diva and lip syncing, but that's neither here nor there, I guess. I was just kind of like, really, Nicki? Like I knew she was back there causing a ruckus because she took forever to come out. They had Terrence J there. He come back there trying to stall, and it's just so obvious. But by the time she came out, Lil Wayne came out also. That was my
Somebody
favorite
might have
part.
aggravated her though. You never know.
They made she said it on stage or something, but it was basically about money. Like so I'm gonna give me my money and all that stuff.
Well, I mean,
I
you know,
mean,
if
but
it's a
that's the
saying
thing.
that.
A lot of artists they will do something like that to despite the essence, but you still have your
Yes,
fans waiting.
but your
And
fans
yeah,
suffer.
like we paid to see you. Like, can you handle
Hmm.
up on that afterwards? Hello. But I ain't gonna lie, I feel like we don't hold them to the standard that we should when it comes to that. So they kind of like they just do whatever they want.
I just think a lot of things we don't hold people to standard, especially like service work
Oh yeah,
and things like we don't hold people to feet to the fire for
yeah,
because we're sustaining their business. We're
hmm
sustaining like even celebrities like we make them who they are.
yeah. That's a very good point about the service work too.
Hmm.
Yeah, like you go into a business and you literally spend your money, choose to spend your money with that business, and they don't even greet you when you walk in. Excuse me, you think I'm finna spend a dime in here? No.
Or treat you with an attitude after you spend the
Yeah.
rent. Like I'm patronizing you. I don't have an attitude. Now I can see now. Now we're not gonna front and act like people don't go in places and act a fool because
Oh
they do.
yeah. Yeah.
But if you're just a regular person and you're going in there expecting a service, like there's no reason for you to treat me
hmm
poorly when I'm spending my money and I'm not treating you poorly and I'm
Yeah.
not causing and I've seen that too many times and I'm like, "What-
hmm
like you want your business to grow?
Yeah.
Like, are you interested in growth?
Right. I can totally
Because
relate.
shoot, word of mouth can kill a business.
It can. It can make or break a business. Word of
Hmm.
mouth is very, 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 very powerful. I agree
It
with that.
is,
Yeah.
especially if you get the wrong person that
Right.
has a huge network of people.
hmm
They
Yeah,
can
or
destroy your
even the right
business.
person. You remember, Keith Lee, right?
Mm-hmm.
Think about him. He's like the word of mouth king that just go eat somebody food and they just blow up. I
But look at
found a
his
really
network, though. Look at how
yes,
many
exactly.
followers he has, and somebody
Yeah.
like that is lethal.
Yes.
Lethal.
They
He has
are.
lethal make or break. You know what I
And
mean?
then I've seen him do some videos where he will pull up on a restaurant and he won't come in as Keith Lee. Like he'll send somebody else in or whatever
Mm-hmm.
and record that experience because he picked up on as people say Keith Lee. Oh, they finna give him. They finna roll out the red carpet.
And he probably has to switch out the people because eventually
Yeah.
they're gonna know his whole entourage.
Right.
So
Yep.
let's just say he's sending his wife or his friend in,
Hmm.
and then they get the review, and then
Yeah.
because he tells that he sent somebody in there,
Yeah.
so they could be like, well, we need to
Right.
look out for
Hmm.
such and so person. So
Yeah,
yeah.
they'll pick up on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So he probably has to switch people out.
Right. Right.
Or he might just stop somebody outside and ask them to buy the food.
Yeah. You never know. I feel like I haven't seen his videos in a long time. Um
He's doing some stuff though. He's doing other appearances. It seems like I saw him on wasn't he on Sherry Shepherd?
I don't know. Sherry Shepherd got canceled, didn't she?
Yeah, I know. I know.
Well, I never watched the Sherry show,
I
but
didn't either because I was
people
mad
did like
about Wendy.
me too. Me and you are the same in the same field. I don't want to say nothing bad about Sherry, but I do want to say, I mean, that same thing you did to Wendy. But okay. But anyway,
I mean,
people
I
did like
couldn't
her
do it.
show. People liked her show. It seemed like, but I never watched it.
I didn't watch
I
it.
have seen clips. Yeah,
Yeah,
clips.
I've seen clips of people up there, but I never watched it just because that whole Wendy thing rubbed me wrong.
Me too. It did. And I saw when somebody was saying it, it was like people, say what they say about Wendy, but she held it down and made it look easy.
She did.
She made it look easy.
She did. And honestly, people should be giving Wendy some props right now because a lot of things she talked about back in the day
Oh yeah.
have come to light and we
Yeah.
know them to now be true.
Right. Cause you go back to they go back to using the Wendy clips when they calling people
Mhm.
out. Yeah.
Wendy was in a lot of circles though. I think that's another thing that people forget.
Hmm.
Wendy was around a long time.
Hmm.
Around
T.
phew.
T.
Yeah.
Okay. This was the coolest thing that happened
Uh-oh.
recently. I was going through in the last couple months since September, I found some stuff that used to belong to my mom.
Uh-huh.
I don't think I told you, maybe not.
You
But
didn't. You didn't
okay,
tell me
well,
this.
let me tell you what I found. So one of the things I found was my mom's high school diploma from when she
Um,
graduated. Yes, and I found her mom's. This is the bomb dropper for me. College degree from Albany State. Yes,
no.
I have them both right there in their closet. I want to put them up in my office somewhere.
I'm so glad you found
Yes.
those.
Yes, no, like that was definitely like cuz I mean, I'm not the type of person to carry or you can lose someone and you want to hold on to their belongings. That's not really me. But if it has something like that feels like treasure. It literally is treasure.
Well, I hold on to stuff. I won't lie. I hold
Yeah, I
on
know
to
some people
any.
do. I just don't. It don't do anything for me, but for some people, it does.
Mm-hmm.
But so finding something like that is belongs to them and it actually means something to me is like wow. But this is what else I found. And I was still
Uh-oh.
on the search for this. All my mom's CDs, all of her
Oh,
CDs.
her CD collection.
Yes, I found her CD collection. And it's
Oh,
like
I
it's
knew
so cool.
she
Yes,
had some
it's
good
so
stuff in
good
there.
looking back because it's like I remember her playing a lot of this stuff. But I was just randomly looking in that bag the other day, and guess what I saw?
What?
A freaking CD thing of Wendy Williams radio. And I was like,
See,
oh
your mom was on it too.
my god, I was like, my mom was on Wendy too.
Wendy has a lot of time in the game and a lot of influence and a lot of people
Yeah.
know her. Like,
Yeah, she's Wendy Williams. You sure right about that. But when I saw that, I was like, oh my gosh.
you know your
It's like
mom represented
CDs.
Wendy Williams.
Yeah. And I mean, I don't really remember her watching Wendy with us. Me and my sister used to watch Wendy when we were kids,
Hmm.
on the BET, but I don't really remember my mom's opinions about Wendy Williams. So seeing that she had those CDs, I was like, oh, that is so cool.
That is cool though. And
Yeah.
it gives you kind of like another glimpse of, because sometimes our parents, we don't really know things about them. I think their music, like you finding her CDs, is
Mm-hmm.
going to really connect you more
Yeah.
because you you can tell a lot about a person
Yeah.
through.
Absolutely. And I also found two poetry books of hers. Not that she wrote, but that she purchased.
Yeah.
And I remember my mom being great with words. Literally remember my mom writing movie scripts. I don't really so much remember poetry, but she had a thing about words and writing and
Hmm.
stuff like that. So I haven't even read those books yet, but I can read them knowing and remembering my mom's style of doing things. You
Exactly.
know what I mean? And I feel like when I do read them, it won't so much be like something I'm learning from the books, but just remembering the type of person that she
Hmm.
was. She was just a very like I guess you could say she had a certain level of sensuality to her. That just was kind of
Hmm.
real, like that. And so the
She
poetry
was
books,
the
like I
person
want to
that
read
didn't have
them.
to try.
Yeah, yeah,
It was just a natural
right. So
thing.
it's
Yeah.
poetry books. I'm like, I want to read these, but they might be like really deep, and I don't know if I want to read that right now.
I think you should at some point
Yeah, I
because
will
it
at some
will
point.
give you a more of like a feel for
Hmm.
to know
Right.
your mom selected that book.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so cool.
So
But
I think
yeah.
that's super cool, Osland.
Mothers are very special, and it's crazy to it's Mother's Day. We just talking about that randomly.
I think the
But
most treasured thing that I have from my mom
mhm.
is things she's sewn. Like I
Yes,
think I told you one
absolutely.
time before that she made my graduation dress,
Yes,
like the
you
dress
did.
and my daughter wore the same dress when she
Yes.
graduated.
Oh my
And
gosh.
my prom dresses, she made those. I have one
Hmm.
because I let someone else borrow the
Oh
other one
no.
and they never gave it back to me. And
Oh
that
no.
really hurt my heart because I personally designed that dress. I sketched it
Oh my
for her
gosh. Was it
to.
a family member?
No,
Oh.
nope, nope,
Mm.
nope, nope. But anyway,
Oh. But let me say this real quick, just so I remember. Your mom that was her career.
yes,
Okay,
she was
yes.
a
All right.
seamstress.
Yes, she was a
She did
seamstress.
like, well, she worked, her 9 to 5 was working in like sewing factories, which was what we
Mm-hmm.
think gave her the lung cancer that she ended up getting.
Mm.
But because they after so long, you'll hear those mesothelioma
Yeah.
commercials talking about that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But she also did people's weddings, like everybody that had their prom,
Mm-hmm.
like came to us. Like she would be doing like 13, 14
Right.
prom dresses
Oh
back to back to
wow.
back, doing prom dresses, or like doing somebody's wedding gown and then all their bridesmaids and then the ties and the
Mm-hmm.
cummerbunds for the men and all of that stuff. So that was her thing. And
Yeah.
it's crazy because I can go to people's houses and see
Stuff
a
that she
picture,
created.
know that she made that. She
Oh
made that dress.
wow.
Like
That's
that's
beautiful.
crazy.
Yeah. That is
But yeah.
awesome.
But yeah, that was her profession. That's also, if you see my arm here,
Mm-hmm.
well, I don't, you can't see it now. But if you look in any of my videos and you see a tattoo that's here,
Mm-hmm.
that's my mom's name with a spool of thread and a needle sewing her
Mm.
name.
Oh, I
Yeah.
love that. I feel like I've
That's
seen it. I can't picture, but I know I have
mhm.
seen your shoulder tattoos.
Yeah,
That's
but
so
you'll see if
awesome.
you see that ever, that is what that is. It's a needle that's sewing her
Mm-hmm.
name.
That is beautiful.
So, um,
Um, what you about to say?
no, go ahead. That was
Oh,
about
I
it.
was gonna say, you know, I know part of this too, because we coming up on our time was to talk
Yeah.
about books. And that to me is a great segue, just literally unplanned, into one of the books that I want to throw out there.
Okay, what's the book? What's the book? What's the book?
I would love to read Matriarch by Tina Knowles.
Girl, but you know what though? We did say
She was
autobiography
also a
biography, didn't we?
seamstress. Huh? What you say?
We did say autobiography biography.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying. I mean, like, as far if we do the vote thing, that's one of the things I want. One of the ones
Okay,
I
I
want to
gotta
throw
write
out
that down.
there is Matriarch, because it's Miss Tina Knowles' story, and yeah, Destiny's Child was all Miss Tina. Early Destiny's Child was all their outfits, everything was Tina Knowles. Okay, so yeah, that's what I said was a perfect segue, because your mom was, did the same thing.
Yeah, and I would see, and that would interest me because I'd be like, oh, let
Yeah.
me, yeah. But no, it was my
That is a beautiful mother's. Oh, thank you, Candy K, and thank you for happy anniversary too.
Oh, I see that now. She said, "What a beautiful mother." Oh, it's great to have those memories that you take with you, or those
Mm-hmm.
little pieces of remembering. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean?
It is, yeah.
I don't know. It just feels like it keeps me
Well,
attached.
right. So about how many pieces do you have that she created?
I have one, two, four.
Oh, nice.
But like I said, I'm really upset about that one.
Oh no, I
That
understand.
one. Oh man, because I remember how we sat at night and as I
Mm-hmm.
sketched it and
Mm-hmm.
trying to figure out how she could do what I was trying to have
Mm-hmm.
the dress do and just figuring that out together.
Yeah, and that's literally
And
the definition of priceless. So
mm-hmm,
say somebody takes something that was yours and was priceless. Yeah, I would be mad forever, T. Straight up.
and it was the first dress that I sewed some on
Mm-hmm.
because she was teaching me how because she learned from her grandmother
Mm-hmm.
and it was the first time that she sat down with me to teach me
Yeah.
sewing. So
Do you
it
know
just
that?
meant
Do you know
something.
sewing?
I do. I have a sewing machine I can sew. I'm not probably not as good at it anymore as I
Mm-hmm.
used to be.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but it's something that I want to try to start getting back into.
Yeah, that would be cool.
But I'm not probably not as good at it anymore. But
Mm-hmm.
I wish that I had kept getting better and better at it because I was getting really good at it.
Mm-hmm.
And like I could like do the hems and stuff for the
Yeah.
pants she was making or like stuff like that. I could do things to help her.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just
Yeah, I remember my mom having a sewing machine, and that's crazy. See, I actually have pictures and dresses that my mom made for me and my sister.
oh
I don't think I ever told you
nice.
that. Yeah, she at some point she used to make me and my sister kind of like matching things. Literally,
Mhm.
none of it is I have, because we know Katrina happened, and that
Yes.
changed a lot. But I do have pictures of me and my little sister in matching things that my mom
Oh,
created.
that's so
I
cute.
remember looking at the patterns books, the little pattern books that they go by.
Oh
I
my goodness,
remember
that's
those.
a
Yes,
whole to do. Going
yes,
in and
it is.
so yes, Joanne, and flipping through to find the
Yeah.
pattern that you wanted to.
Yep,
Oh
looking at the
man.
pattern. Now I will say, I'm even though it's I mean, like a childhood memory, like 5, 6, maybe. Um, that was more fun reading those patterns than the crochet ones. The crochet was like, please get me out of this store.
Yeah, I can't crochet at all. Oh, Kendi said, my mom is a gifted seamstress T. I can sew simple things, but would never attempt bridal dress. Me either, Kendi.
Oh wow, that is
My
so
mom made all
cool.
of my oh
How cool is that? That is
it's just
awesome.
beautiful. It's a beautiful thing because I don't know. And at the time, maybe I know there was some. I'm not even going to sit here in front, y'all.
Mhm.
And there were times when I was younger where I'd be like, "Man, I don't want to.
Yeah,
Why I gotta wear the dress my or wear this clothes my mama made?" And now I
yeah,
would give anything.
yeah, yeah. Wow.
Mm. Mm-mm-mm. So
Yeah,
matriarch Tina Knowles.
yeah. That's one of my recommendations. One of my things I want to put on the list. Um, I wouldn't mind reading that book that Sabrina mentioned.
Yes, that's
It ends with
okay.
us. Cause I think she said that one's already a movie. That's another Colleen Hoover. We won't go by.
Yeah, but is
Um,
it scary? Because Kendi was like, "I'm glad you guys are finished with that horror story."
yeah, I don't think so. I don't think that one. That's a romance novel, I believe.
I don't think that's a horror one, Kendi. Um, Matriarch Sabrina's book. It ends with us. That's Colleen. We'll have to
Mhm.
skip that one. We'll have to skip the Colleen because we can't read two Colleen Hoover
Yeah, yeah,
books
yeah.
back
We
to
can put
back.
her on the list for a
We'll
couple
just
months
put her
down the
on
line.
the list.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I agree. Um,
I gotta think. I'm gonna think of a couple of ones to add, and then we'll post it.
okay, that sounds
And we're
good.
gonna do it today because we got to give time to be able to get the book and
Right. Yeah, we do have to order
everything.
it.
Yeah. Kendi says I got
Oh.
sick of her making all my clothes. She would stay up all night. Oh, oh man, I wish I had my Easter dresses.
Oh wow. But you like
Pumpkin
it's really
pie.
how you think back on how special that was. And it's just like it warms your heart, you know?
I'm trying to tell you, Kendi, if I could, if somebody wanted to throw away any of the dresses that she ever made, if I could get them all back, if I could ever just take them all, I would take every last one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it was just to put it in a room somewhere and just hang them up and just,
Mm-hmm.
I would take every last one of them.
Yeah.
I would. But yeah, it is kind of like when you're young, you're like, man,
Yeah.
I want some real clothes, the real clothes from the store. Cause my mom would too. She would whatever was popular,
Mm-hmm.
she would make that. But she would,
Yeah.
she'd make it herself. But it would look like the real thing.
Yeah,
But it
right. Yeah,
wasn't the
my
real
mom stuff
thing.
look nice too, yeah. It's just
But
the
but
kid in you.
still,
It's the kid in you.
yeah, the kid in you is like, I want the real thing. I want
Yeah.
the real thing.
Um, Kendi said so special. We had one of a kind things now that I think about it. Yep, you literally did.
Yep.
One of one. If your mom made something for you, one of one. That is a very great way to think about it.
We were, Kenny, we was walking around with one of a kind, unique. We didn't even know the value of it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's so cool.
Do
Like
you know
just
what people would give to have a private person that just made all their clothes? You like kind of like Beyonce's mom did in the
yeah.
beginning.
Mm-hmm. And
People
that's
don't
for
give
Destiny's
that.
Child, right?
Man, kill for it now. I
Mm-hmm.
would kill for that now. Tailor
Yeah.
made to you.
Mm-hmm.
Get out.
Another book we had talked about was Shonda Rhimes. I don't know if you still had interest in
Yeah,
that
I
one.
have
Yeah.
that on here still.
Okay, okay, cool.
I have that on here
A
still.
year, yes. Yeah, man, I'm open to anything. I really am, but I think those would probably be two of my top ones. Matriarch and
Year of Yes.
um Year of Yes.
Yep. So we'll do, and I'll add one. I just can't think of which one. I gave you a few before, but I have to go back and look back to what I suggested. And Kendi says Shonda Rhimes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of thinking that too, Kendi,
Yeah,
but we'll see. We're
yeah.
gonna put the vote out there.
We're gonna put the vote out there.
Yeah, let's put the vote out and see what everyone picks. But I'm thinking
I know that we couldn't go wrong, even with other options, because,
no.
like we always say, this is just gonna be an ever growing list of the books that we are gonna cover on our reading journey.
Hmm. So we'll put these out in our. I'm gonna add one. I'll actually I'm gonna send you a message on IG,
Okay.
Oslin, and just have the list, and then we'll put our post out
Okay,
with
yeah. I'm
the.
gonna do one. I'm gonna do a post on my Instagram stories, and I'm
Hmm.
also gonna do a poll on my YouTube.
Okay, sounds good. And we'll just go. Whoever has the most vote, whatever book has the most votes, is the one we will choose.
Awesome. Well, T, this has been amazing
Yes.
as always. Again,
Thank you,
happy Mother's
everybody
Day
that
to
came
you
through.
and all the beautiful moms on this earth. You literally keep the world going, period. Okay. So enjoy your day and relax, rest and relax. And, you know, I don't have IG, so YouTube poll, please. Absolutely, Miss Cindy
Yes, we're
K.
gonna. Oslin's gonna do both, and I'm gonna do one as well, and we'll just tally up everything. So we're gonna put hers and mine together, and whatever book is gets the top
Yeah. Uh huh.
numbers is the one we'll go with. But
Yep.
happy
Yeah.
Mother's Day,
Yes.
and thank you, Kendi, for being up here with us. I really enjoyed it.
Get well soon.
And good, yes, get well soon. We hope you're feeling better.
All right, big bad boss dog. We out
All
of
right,
here.
Big Bad. What up?
All right, T.
All right. I
Talk to
will,
you
like
later.
I
I'll
said,
be on the lookout
I'm
for that
gonna DM
message.
you.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Bye.